Great to see you today. Good morning, yogis. Welcome in. Happy Saturday. We'll get started in just a moment. As we're setting up this morning, you might do a little wrist warm-up. We're going to do a lot of work on our hands today. And as part of that wrist warm-up, before we find a comfortable seat, you might place one hand against a wall, thumb up, and with the heel of your hand against the wall. And with the firm palm on the wall, open up the opposite side, and you'll feel this stretch along the front side of your arm. Just a great way to open up this front line before we get started. And do that for 3 or 4 breaths, and you can already start to connect your breath here. And then a similar warm-up for the wrist. Come onto the ball mount of your foot and do a little that's an ankle circle, shifting the weight from the big toe to the pinky toe and around. And then reverse your circle. You could even do this while you're doing the wrist stretch. Then tuck your toes under and flex your opposite knee, stretching the top of the foot and ankle. And then you can come onto the pinky toe side for the dancers following, a sickle of your foot, stretching the outside of your ankle. Then try the other side. Good morning, yogis. We're doing a pre-stretch for our wrists and ankles. So one hand against the wall. And then you can open up the opposite side, creating a stretch through the front line of the body. And you can do the wrists and ankles separately, or you can do them together, coming onto the ball of the foot, shifting the weight as you're pressing down into the foot, stretching your toes. And you might tuck the toes under and bend your hips, or sit your hips down. Or come onto the pinky toe edge of your foot, stretching the outside of the ankle. Good morning, yogis. We'll get started here. Find a comfortable seat. My name's Jeremy if you're just joining. The music I'll offer today is by a colleague of mine, Carolyn Keeble, in Original Creations. Today we'll do a pretty powerful Vinyasa flow, sequencing breath with movement, warming up slowly and then moving vigorously. You may need a prop, something to lengthen your arms. That could be a water bottle, or if you have yoga blocks. We'll begin with a comfortable seat, and you might sit on one of your yoga blocks to lengthen your spine. Sending energy upward on the vertical axis. Let's take 3 cleansing breaths. In through the nose, out through the mouth, in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more. Now begin to organize your breath. Long, slow breath rhythms. Coming in through the nose, you've created a valve in your soft palate to slow the airflow. And going out through the nose, that valve creates a hissing sound as you exhale. It's like you're fogging up a mirror under your nose. Attune your mental energy to the rhythm of your breath. Become more aware of your breath. The sensation of your diaphragm expanding, balloon-like in the body. Maybe the feeling of air passing over the upper lip. When thoughts arise and you become mentally distracted, bring your attention back to your breath, creating a habit of returning to mindful breathing. Let's begin to move, yogis. Come onto your back. Feet are on the floor with knees up toward the sky. Pause in this new relationship to gravity. Allow your hips to be heavy, ribs to be heavy, head to be heavy, yet the breath is still full and active in the body. Bring your hands beside your hips. Press your hands and arms down onto the floor. Feet are equally strong. Inhale, lift your hips. Exhale, lower the hips down. Inhale, lift the hips. As the hips lift, your knees slide forward and your heels pull back. The heels don't move, they just energetically draw back. Exhale, lower. Now find your breath rhythm. Inhaling with the hips lift as the hips lift. Exhale as they lower. Committing to the connection between breath and movement. Allowing the rhythm of the breath to inform the rhythm of your movement. One more cycle. Hips up, hips down. Pause with your hips on the floor. Hug your knees into the chest. One hand on each knee. And you can hook behind the femurs if that's more comfortable, hooking with the forearms. Keep your right knee, extend the left leg long. And again, you can be behind the hamstring or over the shin. Both hips are equally heavy on the floor. Your breath is equal in rhythm on the inhale and exhale, or equal in length. After your next exhale, exchange legs. Hooking under the femur or over the shin. Attuning your mind to your breath rhythm. Place your left foot on the floor. Cross your right foot over the left. Ankle over femur. Then hug your left femur in. And you can hold behind the hamstring or over the shin, whatever's available to you. You could also do this one at the wall, placing one foot at the wall. Another breath in. And a breath out. Release left leg down, right leg, and change. Left ankle is crossed over right. Bring your right femur toward your chest. Continuing to breathe rhythmically. During these warm-up positions, the rhythm of your breath is helping to warm the body, preparing the muscles for the work they're about to do. Another breath in. And a breath out. Release the foot, uncross the leg. And again, hug your knees into your chest. We're going to move with navel radiation, gathering and spreading the energy from our belly outward. Inhale and exhale, lift your head, neck, and shoulders. So the energy is gathered in right at the center of the body. Inhale, spread, stretching. Exhale, hug. Inhale, extend. Exhale, gather. On your own rhythm. Moving from the middle of your body. 2 more. Last one. Release your head, neck, and shoulders. Arms out to the side. Knees up to tabletop. So you have a 90-degree angle in the lower unit. Squeeze your legs together. Your arms stay stable on the floor. Inhale. Exhale, rotate to your right. Your knees are pointing to 2 o'clock. Your weight is on your right hip and you're squeezing your inner thighs. Your knees didn't shift at all. Inhale back to 12 o'clock. Or exhale back to 12. Sorry, inhale here. Exhale, rotate. You squeeze your inner thighs even more as you rotate so the knees don't shear, sliding away from each other. You keep them exactly where they are. You're balanced on your left hip. Breathe in. And breathe out. Return. Inhale and center. Squeeze your inner thighs. Exhale, rotate. Shoulders are still square to the floor. Breathe in. And breathe out. Return. Inhale at center. Exhale, squeeze inner thighs as you rotate the lower unit to the left. Right shoulder is stable on the floor. Breath in. And breath out, back to center. Hug the knees. And we're transitioning to tabletop. You can roll forward and back. Or roll to the right side, coming to tabletop. Hands and knees. We've done a bit of wrist warm-up already. If you need a little bit more, you're welcome to do. Maybe flipping the hands the opposite direction. Cat and cow. Inhale, extend your tail and crown. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Exhale, flex. Inhale, extend. Continue on your own breath rhythm. You can slow it down or speed it up. You can pause in either the flexed or extended spine position. Noticing where you're immobile and using the breath to allow movement into that area. One more cycle in and out. A twist. Left hand to temple. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, elbow to wrist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, twist. One more time, open. Exhale, twist. Option to extend the arm underneath with the arm overhead or the opposite arm wrapped behind your back. Breathe. Allowing for the upper body to twist now. Our first twist focused on the lower body. Now we're working on a twist through the upper body. One more inhale. And exhale. Use the in-breath to bring you back to quadruped. Equal weight on 4 limbs. Right hand to temple. Breathe in. Open as you rotate. Exhale as you twist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. One more time. Open. And thread the needle. Opposite arm can extend forward or wrap behind the back. Allow the breath to come into the space between your shoulders. Mindful breath. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, come back to tabletop, equal weight on 4 limbs. A warm-up child's pose. Knees wide, big toes together. Extend your arms forward. find your breath on your back body. Breathing into the space below your ribs and above the pelvis. Walk your hands over to the right. Option to wrap your right hand around the back or stack left hand on right. Another breath in. And a breath out. Come back through center. Hands over to the left. Option to stack right hand on left or wrap your left hand around the back. One more inhale. And a full exhale. Use the in-breath to return. Come up to tabletop and into your first downward dog. Pedal through the feet, stretching toes, shifting weight from hip to hip, and breathing rhythmically. We'll have many more times to come to downward dog and sustain downward dog. For now, walk your feet to your hands, stand at the top of your mat. Knees are bent, body resting over the thighs. You can interlace opposite elbows. The energy of your heels is reaching down to the floor. The energy of the pelvis, the bottom of your pelvis, your sitting bones, is reaching up. So that oppositional energy, heels down, hips up, starts to extend the knees, opening up the backs of the legs. One more breath in. And a breath out. Release your grip. Hands to thighs. Strong glutes as you unfurl your spine. 2 or 3 breaths. Coming up to standing. Sun Salutation B, yogis. We'll go slowly through our first one. It's Sun Salutation B with warriors. Start with an inhale. Exhale, crease in the hips, chair. Add your arms. So we can start with the hips a little higher, but as you continue, the hips may lower. Continue to breathe, long breath in. Hips are hugging in. Shoulders are wide. Last inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Your knees can stay micro bent, heels down, hips up. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands and step to your first plank. Pause here for a moment. This can always be forearm plank. This can always be table if you choose. For our first time through, everyone lower your knees down. Inhale, shift your weight forward over the arms. 70% of the weight in your shoulders. Look forward as you exhale, your chest to the floor. Hips to the floor, unfurl the spine in a mini cobra. Just a small one the first time through. Exhale, release. Press back to table on an inhale. Tuck your toes, downward dog. 3 breaths. Your arms are spiraling, triceps rotating downward, opening up the armpits. Heels are reaching down as the hips reach up. Another breath in. Breath out, bring your big toes together. Right leg lifts. 3-legged dog, your hips are still square to the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. knee to right armpit. Inhale, kick back. Knee to left armpit. Inhale, kick back. Step your right foot through. Lower the back knee down. Untuck toe. Strong feet pressing down as you inhale, bring your body up. You can use your hands to the thighs or to the hips. You can do a micro adjustment of the pelvis, coming back and coming forward, squaring the hips. Next, inhale, look skyward. Still pressing down through the feet, the spine extends. One more breath in. Breath out, hands to earth. Tuck your back toe. Pivot onto the ball of your back foot. Windmill your left arm up to warrior two. Your hip bones are rotating both clockwise in the hip socket. The femur bones in the hip socket. Breathe in. And breathe out. Flip your front palm, reach to the sky. Your hips remain low, energetically rotating as the spine is side bending. One more breath in. Exhale back through the warrior two. Reach your right hand toward earth, left hand towards sky. Breathe in. Remembering that rotational energy in the pelvis and the lengthening energy in your spine. One more inhale. Exhale, look down for stability. Follow your right hand up to the sky with an inhale. Cartwheel to the floor, right hand, left hand. High plank, still our first time through, you can use your knees. Low plank. Cobra, maybe 3/4 this time. Exhale, release, using your core strength, transition back to table or plank. Downward dog. Breath in. Breath out, big toes together, left side. Lift your left leg. Your hips are still square to the floor. Breathe in. Breathe out, knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to right armpit, left armpit, excuse me. Inhale, extend. Exhale, right armpit. Inhale, extend. Step your left foot through. Low lunge. Back knee down, untuck the toe. Strong feet from the beginning as you sweep your arms up. Or torso, then arms. Adjust the pelvis as needed. So the pelvis is very stable, hugging in for stability as you extend the body on an inhale. Gaze following upward. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to earth. Tuck your back toe, pivot your heel down, and windmill your arms up, arriving in Virabhadrasana 2. Femur bones are rotating counterclockwise in the hip socket. Breathe in. Breathe out. Flip your front palm, reach to the sky. Stay low in your hips. Rotational energy in the pelvis. Side bending energy through the spine. Inhale back to warrior two. Left arm to earth, right arm to sky. Strong legs, rotational energy in your hips. One more inhale. Exhale, look down for stability. Follow your left hand up to the sky and back to earth. High plank or table. Still the same exhale, low plank or table. Chaturanga. Cobra on your inhale. Exhale, lower or go directly to downward dog. As you begin to warm up, you can make choices about that sequence. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift, lengthening the spine. Exhale, release. Sit low in chair. Breath in. And breath out, Samastiti. Reclaim your inhale and exhale. Round 2, moving more toward single breath movement. Start with an inhale. Exhale, chair. Add your arms. We will still take 3 breaths here, creating some fire in the pelvis. Fire in the low abs and the core. One more breath in. Breath out, fold. Half lift, inhale. Exhale, Vinyasa, high to low plank. You can step or hop. Lowering down on the same exhale. Cobra. Downward dog. Breath in. Breath out, big toes together. Right leg lifts. Knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Right armpit. Gathering in the center, extend. Spreading from the center. Gathering again, left armpit. Inhale, extend. Lunge, high or low. You can lower the knee down or keep it lifted. Bring your body up. Strong hips, strong relationship to earth. Long, open upper body. Option to look skyward. This is a balance challenge. And exhale, lower the hands down. Just for stability, you don't have to touch. You can pivot that back heel down and open the body up. Warrior 2, breathe in. And breathe out, rotational energy, clockwise in the pelvis, right hand to sky. Exhale, right hand to ankle. Breathe into this shape. Exhale, change. One more time, reach up to the sky. All the way down to the floor, right hand, left hand, high to low plank. Optional knees. Cobra. Down dog. Inhale and exhale, big toes together. Left leg lifts. Knee to nose. Inhale, extend. Left armpit. Inhale, extend. Right armpit. Inhale, extend. And step it through to your high or low lunge. Body up. Strong from the pelvis, or from the belly button down. Open from the belly button up. One more breath in, extend your spine. Exhale, reach forward, lower that heel down, and then windmill your body back open, warrior 2. Inhale and exhale, create rotational energy counterclockwise in the pelvis. Left arm to sky. Left arm to ankle. Breathe into this shape. Change. One more time. Left arm to sky. Cartwheel all the way to the floor. High to low plank. Or skip that, just go plank dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, bring your big toes together, step or hop your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release. Hips down, body up, chair. And stand up, Tadasana. Find your breath again, yogis. We'll do that sequence one more time, adding in one pose, one variation. Start with an inhale. Exhale, chair. Add your arms, 3 breaths. Last inhale. Exhale, dive forward. Half lift on your inhale. Vinyasa, take this on your own. Meet in downward dog. Take a big breath in. And a breath out, big toes together. Right leg lifts, inhale. Just one time, knee to nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, step it through to your lunge. 1 breath up, 1 breath down. Exhale, hands to earth. Pause before we go to warrior 2. Twist to the right. Now don't let your left hip come along for the ride. Left hip stays where it is, ribs rotate. Breathe in. Breathe out, right hand down, left heel down. Now warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale when you arrive. Left arm, right hand to sky, excuse me. Right hand to earth. Breathe into your shape. Left arm can reach above head. And change. One more time, right hand to sky. And cartwheel to earth. High to low plank. Or plank dog, yogi's choice. Downward dog. Breathe in. Breathe out. Big toes together. Left leg lifts. Inhale. Knee to nose. Inhale back. Exhale lunge. Strong legs immediately. Inhale body up. Exhale. Reach forward, right hand to floor. Stable through the pelvis. Rotate. So the right hip wants to twist with you. Keep it lifted. So the back of the hip is moving toward the back of the shoulder. Last breath in. Exhale, left hand down, right heel down. Windmill body up. Exhale when you arrive. Left hand to sky, inhale. Left hand to ankle. Breathe into this shape. Option to reach sky or overhead. Exhale, change. One more time to the sky. And to the earth. High to low plank. Downward dog, we meet with an inhale. And an exhale, big toes together. Step or hop your feet to your hands, landing lightly. Half lift. Release. Chair. And Tadasana. Reclaim your breath. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Inhale your arms above head. Interlacing, releasing the index finger, or pressing the hands together isometrically. Get long through the central line of your body, the Sushumna, but soft through the shoulders. Inhale. Hips left, torso right. As you move, really focus on the line of energy, that crescent-shaped line of energy. Press down into your left big toe so the legs hug the midline as the pelvis moves. That's your center point for the side bend. Breathe in and breathe out. Inhale your body up. Re-soften your shoulders. Reconnect to the midline, Sushumna, central channel. Inhale. Hips right, body left. As you go, press more into your right big toe. One more inhale. And exhale. Inhale, your body comes up. Release your forearms to the top of the head. Your elbows can open wide. Or for a challenge, you can keep your arms long. We're extending the spine. Move your hips forward in space. Draw energy up from the pubic bone to your sternum as you look to the sky. Walk your gaze back along the sky, along your ceiling. Try to see the space behind you with your eyes. Breathe. The energy of your body is moving upward rather than downward. One more breath in. And breath out. Come forward. I talked about a block or a prop, and now you might choose to use it for Malasana squat. Separate your feet, toes out to the side, and you can go to the outside edges of your mat. Sitting your hips down. And here you can use the block or not. You're letting the pelvis rotate open. Now, if this isn't a comfortable position, you can have your hands forward. You can be on the forearms. There's variations. Think about your feet like hands that can grip the floor. And you want to think about holding on to really engage the arches of your feet, and that also engages the rotators of your pelvis, allowing the femurs to open. And you draw up a little through the center of your torso. Hands can be at the heart, center of your chest, or even above head to really feel that vertical line from the pubic bone to the third eye. One more breath in, and breath out. Teeter-totter forward. Hands to the floor, head down, hips up, toe heel your feet back underneath you. Feet can be hips width apart here. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Peace fingers, wrap around big toes. Stamp your toes down, holding your fingers in place. Elbows are wide, shoulders roll up the back, because we're upside down, towards your hips. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, drape, forehead towards shin. Breathing into your back space. Heels are pressing down, hips are drawing upward to extend the energy behind your knees and the backs of the legs. One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Vinyasa, high to low plank. And you can take this transition however you like. You can skip the low push-up and just go plank to dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lift your right leg. Bend the knee and stack your pelvis. Standing leg is still very strong. Exhale, step your right foot through. Windmill your arms up. Pause when you arrive, and I'm going to turn around to face you. Straighten the front leg and narrow your stance one footprint. So the right toe is turned out fully, left toe is turned in slightly. Trikonasana. Bend the front knee. Get long through the body as you inhale. Then shift your hips, pubic bone towards the inner thigh as you recline your torso. Right hand coming to floor. Press into your big toe as you draw your right hip back into space, extending the energy of the back of the leg. Left hand can move towards sky or above head. Inhale. Exhale, bend into the front knee, hand to hip. Inhale, bring your body up. And pivot your toes to face the long edge of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out, fold forward. Hands can come to earth. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Take a grip of choice, holding onto ankles, or maybe hooking Elbows around thighs. Continue to breathe mindfully. One more inhale. Exhale, release your grip. Hands to thighs, bend your knees. And inhale as you stand all the way up. Pivot back around to the front towards your right foot and to your low lunge. Lower your back knee down. Lower elbows down. And you can turn the front foot out. Femur out as well. As you lower the chest down for lizard. To intensify, reach your right hand forward in space. You may choose to keep the chest lifted and sweep the hand back for your back foot. Another variation. Decide what serves you best this morning, yogis. Maybe 3 breaths in one, 3 breaths in the other. Inhale your body up, and we're all coming into forearm plank on the left side. So set up your arms on your forearms. Bring your left fist to your right elbow. And that's what it looks like underneath you on the mat. Left fist to right elbow. Pivot onto the edge of your left foot. So the left side is towards the floor, right side toward the sky. Then lift your hips up. Top hand can reach above head or towards the sky. Press down through your bottom elbow as you lift up through the hips and through your pubic bone, squeezing inner thighs. One more inhale. Exhale, come back to your forearms. Walk your feet to your hands for dolphin. The knees are bent so you can bring your hips over the shoulders, shifting a little more weight into the forearms. Strong upper back. Breathe in and breathe out. Optional vinyasa, high plank, low plank, or just plank to dog, yogi's choice. Downward dog, breathe in and breathe out. I'm going to turn around for the left side. Lift your left leg. Bend the knee and stack your pelvis. So you're in 3-legged dog with a twist. Another inhale. Exhale, sweep your left foot through. Spin your back heel down. Windmill your body up to warrior 2. We've been here before. And then Trikonasana. Narrow your stance about a footprint. And you can have your hands to your hips for this transition. Bend the front knee. Move your pubic bone toward the inner thigh, and that starts your spinal recline. You're leaning your spine parallel to the floor. Left hand to the block or floor. Right hand to sky. And then from here, you move your hip back in space and press into your big toe. Option to reach overhead if that's available. Another inhale. Exhale, hand to your hip. Inhale the body back up. Pivot your toes to face the long edge of your mat. Interlace your hands behind your back this time. Inhale, lift up through the front of your body. Exhale, hinge forward. Once you're upside down, your hands can stay at your hips, at the sacrum, or squeeze your shoulders together and reach your knuckles up towards sky, maybe even overhead. Another inhale. Exhale, thumbs to the sacrum. Inhale your body back up. Pivot toward your left foot. Finding your runner's lunge, hands inside the foot. Lower the knee to the floor. You can turn the front femur out as you lower your body down. Lizard pose. Option to extend the left arm forward. That can intensify the iliopsoas stretch. That's kind of hard to describe space in the front of the left hip. You might feel it in your spine, in the back, or in the hip. It's because it connects those 2 points. You could also extend the left arm. Another breath in, and a breath out. Gently release. Right side plank. You're on your forearms. Right fist comes to right elbow, or left elbow. Right fist to left elbow. Pivot onto your right side foot, finding your side plank on the side. Now you're pressing down through the armpit, but it's really the muscles of your rib cage pressing down, and the muscles of your hips lifting up. Breathe in, and breathe out. One more inhale, and exhale back to dolphin. You're on your forearms, walk your feet to your hands. Only if it's in your practice you can do an inversion, but you're all set up for it. Again, only if it's in your practice. Don't try something at home you haven't prepared before. In dolphin, your knees are bent and you're striving to get your hips over the shoulders. Thinking of your back ribs moving towards the wall behind you. And optional vinyasa, high to low plank. We'll meet in downward dog. You can skip the vinyasa if you choose. Cobra or up dog. Into downward dog. Breathe. Walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, lower down. Drop your tail. Sweep all the way up to standing with an inhale. Hands return to the heart. One standing balance. You can take a balance of choice. I'm going to demonstrate tree. The tree I'll demonstrate will have lots of variations. You're on your left leg. You can put your right foot on top of the left and just hug your hips. That can be your tree. You can go foot to shin, or draw the heel up to the perineum. With the heel on the inner thigh, press the inner thigh toward your foot, creating a seal right at the pelvic floor, the base of the pelvis. Choose your hand variation, hands to the hearts or above head. Now, if you're wanting something a little more advanced than tree, you can take Ardha Padmasana, half lotus, in tree, crossing the ankle over the hip joint. My hips are a little tight today, so I can't demonstrate it fully, but you can reach that hand back for the big toe, and this is the part I can't demonstrate, and you can fold over the leg. This could also become an arm balance if you're feeling so inclined. Wherever you are, enjoy another breath in. Inhale and exhale as you come out. Second side. Taking any of those multiple variations. Starting on your right foot, the left foot, whoops, and that's a hard variation for me. Left foot can be right on top of the left on right. Shin. Inner thigh. And the heel is all the way up to the perineum, and then you create a connection between inner thigh and foot. That engages the standing leg meaningfully. and choose your hand variation. If you chose a different variation for your balance, your focus is straightforward, not on the tottering demonstrator. One more inhale. Exhale, gently come out. Let's do one sun salutation that'll take us down to the floor. Inhale, sweep your arms above head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Vinyasa will meet in downward dog, and you can step, hop, jump, you can go through the high to low plank, you can skip all of it and just meet me in downward dog. Breathe in and breathe out. Come forward onto your belly, hands under the forehead. Reach your left hand back for your left foot. Draw the heel toward your glute. Your pubic bone is anchored on the floor. By anchoring the pubic bone, you get a little more intense stretch through the quadricep, the front of your left thigh. Another breath in, and breath out. Exchange legs. Right hand finds your right foot, elbow up to the sky. Pubic bone anchors. And gently release. Now the last variation, you can put that together for frog pose, drawing both feet toward your glute. Or you can do floor bow. Holding onto your feet, you kick your feet, and it's the action of kicking your feet that extends your spine. Gaze forward, keep kicking. Keep breathing. One more inhale. Gently release. Windshield wiper your legs. And you may have naturally chosen tandem wipers that go side to side. Notice how that feels on your back. And then switch to crisscross wipers. And notice that sensation is slightly different. Back to tandem. And alternating. Child's pose. This can be the wide knee variation we did before, or classic with the knees together. With the knees together, you might prefer to have the hands by your hips rather than above head. Another breath in, and a breath out. Bring your body up. Gently transition to your back. Take a moment with your feet on the floor, knees up toward the sky. Arms can be in a T. Body heavy, ribs are heavy on the floor, letting the earth support the weight of your body. Extend the left leg long. Shift the hips slightly to drape the right knee across the body, a low spine twist. Very gentle as we wrap up practice, but keep the breath active in your mind's eye. Gently unwind, shift the hips back to neutral. Left leg stays bent, right leg long. Adjust the hips to the side, drape the knee across the body, supine spinal twist. And return to your back. Happy baby. Reach for your feet. Soles of your feet can stay together, or you can hold onto your feet, knees open toward the sky. Or sorry, feet open toward the sky, knees towards earth. Yogis, any finishing posture you need, you're welcome to take right now. If you would like another inversion to finish, this is a great opportunity. You might take another back bend. You might stretch one leg up toward the sky or out to the side. You might be ready to make your way toward Shavasana. Extend your legs long on the mat, feet falling out to the side. Palms beside you are open, reflecting openness through the shoulder girdle and through the pelvic girdle. Find your breath deep in the body. And attach your mental energy to your breath rhythm. So you have a strong mind-body connection here. You're welcome to remain in Shavasana here as the video ends. Taking some time, allowing a meditative state to wash over you and returning to the wakeful state as you're ready. If you joined partway through the class, my name is Jeremy Blair. The music today was offered by ethnomusicologist colleague of mine, Carolyn Keeble. If you have questions, please let me know. I love to engage with the yoga community. Have an excellent end to your weekend and a great week ahead.